Yeah, and this draft was universally wasn't a great draft. Nobody really thought it was a super great draft. I think Chris Ballard said he had 17 first round grades. So the Niners may just be in that position, like Brian, you said, we're not going to take a tackle that we think is like our eighth stringer
Yeah.
just to take a
Right.
tackle when we think we could have our kicker for the next 10 years. So it makes sense in terms of that. And look, again, if he's a kicker for the next decade, I don't give a shit if they took him in the third round or the fourth round or the fifth round. I really don't. So if it works out, it works out. We'll see. But the Latu pick, I did not like, and I feel like people were still so open arms with the kicker. It just kind of went through, and then it was the draft was over that night, and it was like whatever. He was a security blanket, and actually, 80% of his catches went for a first down or for a touchdown at Alabama. That's great. But he's new to the position. His PFF grades, not that that's the end all be all, just as you're doing research on him. Receiving grades were terrible, 69.5. His run blocking was 50. He averaged 1.03 yards per route, again, which is really, really pretty bad. Like his blocking needs work. He had a drop rate of 8.8%. Maybe the Niners just see something in him that, hey, we can coach this kid up in a year or two. He can be really good. It was just a weird pick for me. Nothing about him screamed Niners to me. It was very strange. And again, they obviously want to move on from Dwelly and Warner. That's the way that they approach this draft. Bringing in Braden Willis, who I actually probably like more than Latu, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Willis is pretty versatile. He lined up at fullback.
Hmm.
He's a good character guy from what I read about him. He could be a good blocking guy, good special teams guy. I actually like him more than Latu, but they clearly want to move on from Warner and Dwelly, and they drafted two guys to do that. But I just thought that pick I was like, wait, what? And everybody was still bitching about the kicker, and I was like, well, why did they just take this guy?